Boom, we're streaming. Here we go. We're in. Unable to obtain character data. Nice. Let's see. Woohoo! Start timer. Control. Start. Yeah, the world's currently full. Got a big queue, boys. Let's see if we can get in. Analytics. Yeah, 0 viewers. Alright. Got a big queue, guys. Let's see if we can get in. If we got our timer going. Nice, nice, nice. The world is currently full. Alright. So, how's everyone doing? And this is the biggest I've ever seen the login timer. So, a quick screenshot of it. Bing. So I like to have screenshots of stuff like that. I think it's fun. Nice. Okay. Bring that back up. Bring that back up. Alright. We're in. We're waiting. We're going to see how long it takes to get through 2,000 people. Does the number actually update? Because I've never actually seen the number change. 862, huh? Man, it is a busy day to try to get on. That's what it was before. You can't fake me with stuff like that. I think I took a screenshot of that. So it is the first initial screenshot was 2933. So all we have to do is wait for it to be less than that. I mean, it's already less. 2790. We're getting there, boys. We're already like 200 closer. Just need to wait even more. I'm using the faster encoder. Oh yeah, let me see if I can mess around with OBS here. Settings. General stream. Output. You a bit. Wait, what? Can I just make that bigger? If I just make that bigger, is that better? Is bigger better? Maybe. We'll see. So you'll sit here and wait. See, I need a new computer because my little laptop cannot handle all of this. Actually, if I turned off YouTube Studio, that might make it work faster, but then I don't get to be a cute anime girl. Being a cute anime girl is super fun. It's like part of the whole point of doing this. Oh well, I'll just have to sit and wait. On YouTube still says excellent connection, so. Oh yeah, chat. Engagement boost. I don't think chatting in your own stream actually does anything for you, but I like to imagine that it does. Playback's one playback? I think that's my own playback here, isn't it? Man, playing in the mornings definitely is the best time to play. Right now is definitely the worst time. Sunday evening. This is when literally everyone is trying to get on. So I guess I'm part of everyone. I should find something entertaining to do. I'm not sure. What can I do that's entertaining? Let's see. I could review memes. I could. What else could I do? I could sing a song. I could just wait in silence. I'm giving you the real good content. All 0 of my viewers, just doing nothing for them for however long this is going to take. Who knows? What if I just do that? Just do silence stream. I just turn off my mic and just leave the game as a non-active window. Just stream absolute silence. See, you can hear fan noise probably. What if I turn my mic off? We'll see. Race, clan, name date, guardian, class, location. Genova. Excellent connection. Big Q. Well, we will wait. Because Endwalker is very good. And we very want to play it. That's true, because there's a lot of people who have like work and stuff, but everyone's trying to get on right now. Yeah, I haven't seen a yikes big queue like this ever. It's usually only like, 20 or 30, and then you just get right in, usually in like the first batch. Which means there's usually no queue, you just have to wait until the servers let you on. But there's definitely a queue right now. Also, I've got Honkai Impact updating on my phone. There's a game I haven't played in a long time, but they lured me in with their push notification on my phone. They said there's an update and that you can get the Hersher of Reason for free, which probably means you need to like log in for 90 days and like do a bunch of activities. It's like a battle pass thing to get it, and I already have a Hersher of Reason, but if I remember correctly, Hersher of Reason is very pog and very meta, and being able to rank it up would probably be very nice, even though I don't play. But it is cute Branya, and she has a bike, and so it's kind of worth getting, I think. Although I'll see how it goes. I mean, that's the thing about gachas is you get really into them and you get really involved and it's fun, and eventually something you just realize you're doing the same thing over and over, and it's kind of boring and it's not as fulfilling as it used to be, and so eventually you kind of slow down until one day you just stop and you just don't open the app again, and then it's a year or two later, and you'll still see like news pop up on like Reddit or like Facebook or wherever, like your little news feeds, because the internet algorithms know that you like the game and you spent money on it, so the algorithms will push like stories about what's going on in the game, the updates and stuff to you, and every so often you'll come in and check it out, and you realize that you're just really far behind, and they keep like, and you realize too when you stop playing just how like pushed all the new stuff is to try to get people to buy it, because you realize you're behind, because all the new characters that came out are all meta and they're all the best, and all the stuff that you had that used to be the best isn't the best anymore, and you have to get the new stuff to have the best stuff, and you kind of like see through the charade of gacha games and how they're just constantly trying to get more and more money from you. And so then you just kind of stop playing them, and you play other games like Final Fantasy that are more respectful of your time. So yeah, that's a gacha rant. I don't know if that's really a rant, or just my thoughts on gacha games. They're really fun for a little while, and you know, you can dolphin a little bit, spend a little bit of money, but hopefully eventually and I mean, it's better if you have friends too. If you have like a little guild or a clan or whatever, you know, some friends who can play it with you, and that helps a lot too. But I feel like eventually all gacha games, you know, eventually you're gonna hit that wall where you realize you're just kind of doing the same thing and it's not very fun, and you'll just stop. And I don't know, I think that's okay. It's okay to leave the game behind and move on, but I guess some people don't. Some people just play it like forever, you know? Oh, it's been 10 minutes and we've only gotten like 500 people deep, so that means at this rate it'll take another hour to get on. So I hope you guys are ready to sit here for another 50 minutes. I have an hour-long stream of just watching the login screen, huh? Maybe I should like pull up Reddit and review memes or something. I mean, no one's watching. I got 0 viewers, so I could just review memes for myself. Like that, I have to go through and worry about setting up a web browser and worry about like forms auto-filling and bookmarks. You gotta, you know, try to keep things private, you know? So I'd have to do like a practice stream or a practice capture or something on my own first before I just release my own web browsing habits to the internet. So what other things can I do in YouTube, huh? What does YouTube let me do? Custom emojis. Let's do another poll. This poll will be yes or no. Yes, no. 31, 35. What does that mean? 35, 35, 31. What does that mean? Ask my community. Poll time. Poll time. Oh, there's the poll. 0 votes. Yes, no. End poll, top chat. Participants pop out chat, toggle time stats. Okay, we'll end the poll. Poll over 000. Top chat. Some messages such as pushing for spam, live chat. Yeah, top chat's probably better. Participants. Just me. Pop out chat, toggle time stats. I don't want to pop out chat. Chat can stay where it is. Chat's in a good spot. Stream health. Excellent. Yay, stream is healthy. Create highlight video? Wait, does that mean you can like clip yourself? Add stream marker. What does that mean? Add stream marker? Stream marker added. Markers appear in the video editor after your stream ends. Oh, wait, like the little chapter marks? Oh. That's probably useful. Unable to add stream marker. Wait, why not? Oh, you probably just can't make them too close together. You gotta wait seconds. Wait, create highlight video? Oh, is this like, so you just a live clip? Okay. Create a highlight. What does this mean? Wait, okay, gotta make this big. Okay, create a highlight. Time, title, public description, cancel. Okay. Ooh, concurrent viewers, likes, privacy. Category gaming, game. Can I add my game? Game title. Final Fantasy 14 online. Oh wait, Final Fantasy 14 has a newer date. Endwalker. Yeah. Save. Yeah, maybe that'll help the analytics. Final Fantasy 14 Endwalker. People trying to watch Endwalker streams. Boom, you're watching me now. I'm probably not a super interesting streamer, especially when you're just doing login queue waiting. The pinnacle of content. But that's what it is, honestly, at this point. We'll get game music going again. Active window. Look, you can see my total days subscribed. You know that I'm not a noob. 540 days? Wow. I just wiggle back and forth for like the whole hour. Neck exercise. Neck exercise. Neck exercise. How good is it at picking up blinking? Not great. Do I just stare? Never blink? Squint. Or no, it's chi. Chi is like stare or whatever, isn't it? I'll have to take my glasses off real quick. Why does it blink like both my eyes? There we go. Because I'm like not looking directly at the camera, so I was having problems. That's weird. Maybe it's just like calibrated wrong. I just thought it do the auto calibration, which honestly I don't know if that even does anything. Ooh. Knuckle cracking ASMR. Oh, that might be it. What a good like Christmas song. 2007. Good year. What's a good song from 2007? Let's see if we go over here. Okay. Another window. Top songs 2007. Ooh, okay, so top songs 2007. The Billboard year-end Hot 100 singles of 2007. Wikipedia wants my money. Maybe later, Wikipedia. Okay, so 2007. We got Irreplaceable by Beyonce. I'm not sure if I know that. Umbrella, Sweet Escape. Big Girls Don't Cry by Fergie. That was 2007? Or is these songs that were just the top in 2007 even if they didn't come out in 2007? Maybe. Or maybe not. Maybe that's just when it came out, huh? Buy a drink. Before He Cheats, that's one you still hear all the time. Either Delilah, that's like a classic. What? Why are these songs actually new? I thought that these songs were like old. I think it's not over the way I forgot. Crank That Soldier Boy, that's a good one. classic. How to Save a Life? That sounds familiar. What else have we got? What I've Done by Linkin Park. Ooh, no, that's a classic. Linkin Park, that's a good band. If I did karaoke, I'd want to do like a Linkin Park karaoke night. That'd be super fun. Chasing Cars. Does that sounds familiar? Let It Go. Is that the Frozen one? No, okay, I think that's something different. Apologize? What? That came out in 2007? Is 2007 longer ago than I'm thinking? Oh no. Arms wind up so I can break it off first out of my system. Teardrops on My Guitar by Taylor Swift. Shut Up and Drive by Rihanna. Kiss Kiss for Okay, well, some better than probably that's that same girl. Huh. I mean, some of these are familiar. Some of them not so much. Yeah, 2007. A little older than I remember it, I guess. Why does it still say 2007? Didn't take down at all during that research. Come on. Come on. Oh. Oh yeah, those are, I just remembered. So one of the updates that I remember seeing there, down basic research. Sorry. That's what I was doing there. The patch notes for Endwalker. One of them that. Oh wait, what is this? New cutscene for Honkai Impact? Just a second. What is this? Just a sec, chat. I'll be right back. Okay, that's a cool video. See, that's the... Okay, couple things to talk about right now. First thing, I was talking about patch notes. Update that seemed really minor, but actually got me really excited, was updated or upgraded control or integration for PS4 controllers. And I guess probably PS5 as well. But I can play with the PS4 controller because I love it and it feels great, and I really like it, and I think the game plays better with the controller. The one thing that was missing, because I started playing the game on PS4, and on PS4 you have like rumble features. Most notably, when a duty pops, the controller will vibrate to let you know that you have a duty, which is great because you can be like not paying attention, you can be doing something else, and then all of a sudden the controller on like the table or your desk or wherever you have it sitting down, it just like and it like vibrates and it lets you know hey, your duty popped. So even if it's like muted, you have your headphones off, like whatever, you still know that your duty popped. And you didn't do that on PC. You could plug in your controller. Actually, what I found out, right? So you can plug in the controller on the game, and you don't have the vibrate controls, but you do have like touchpad controls, right? The touchpad registers as like a separate button. But if you use Steam to launch the client, not playing the Steam version of the game, because I don't have that, I have the standalone client, but you can launch it in Steam, like Steam can just launch a non-Steam game. You can do that, and then Steam will take your PS4 controller and pass it through to the game as an Xbox controller. And so the game thinks they're using an Xbox controller, and then the vibrate will work. If your duty pops while you're doing that, the vibrate will work, but then you don't have the touchpad controls, and you have to like remap some buttons to make it work. But I thought that was interesting how you could get the rumble, but only if you had like an Xbox controller. But I guess now it'll work with the PS4 controller, which makes me super happy because I love the PS4 controller, and for them to add that support, I think it's really neat. Okay, so the second thing I was gonna say, back to Honkai Impact, because I watched the little video that plays during the update. The thing about Honkai Impact is like I love everything about the game, like except for like the gacha part, you know, where they have like 10 different gameplay systems, and you have to like roll gacha for like items and characters, and it tries to make you spend money on it. And there's like the stamina system, and there's daily lockouts, and all the like daily tasks and weekly tasks and material gathering and grinding and farming. Like that's the part that just kind of like lost me. The parts I loved, like the story was great, like character designs were super cool, the combat was like nice, like for only having like 2-button combat, like they made a lot of like interesting and unique feeling characters that felt like they had like unique mechanics and played very well and were very fun. They had like some cool boss fights. They had cool like puzzle levels and stuff. Like the gameplay was great. The story's great. Like character designs are great. It was just like all the gacha aspects are what I didn't like, and I liked everything else. Like, they have like the animation, like the videos are great. Like the animations are amazing. They should really just like make an anime out of like the game, like just for people who don't. I'm dying. I should make like an anime, because their 3D CG team is amazing. Their videos are great, but they need to make an anime of the game that's not like, because they have like the Cooking with Valkyries, and that was pretty cool and very good, but they need to do like the story of the game, you know, like from chapter 1 going forward, and they need to make like an anime of like the story of the game, because I think the story is pretty cool and it's pretty good, and it sucks that it's like locked behind like this daily gacha system. And that's something that I would love to see, is for Honkai Impact to make an anime out of the story of the game. And I don't know, maybe they wouldn't, maybe they shouldn't do just like the story from the game, because all the fans who would go watch the anime already know it. Maybe they do some side story or some prequel or sequel, or I don't know, but it would be really cool to see some sort of anime from them, because they're very good. Because it's like it's like Arcane, which I saw and was very good, by the way. Like League of Legends is a game that a lot of people don't think is very fun, but there are aspects to it that they love. And so Riot had, at least from what I understand, I don't know, I might be wrong, but Riot has their like own in-house animation studio to do like the trailers for the new characters that release. And I guess the Arcane show was entirely done by their in-house studio. They didn't like outsource it or anything, they just made it themselves, and it looks amazing. It's great. And so Honkai just needs to do like the same thing. They just have their studio that makes all the like amazing cutscenes, just have their own in-house studio, whatever studio they have that does that, and just have them make a show about Honkai Impact. And it would be great. Just summarize, I don't know, have each season be like, I don't know, could you do like 10 chapters from the game? No, because it's only like 20. Or maybe do like 5 in-game chapters or something per season. Or I can't remember what happens in which chapter, but find like, you know, good breaking points or whatever to split up the seasons, because that would be an anime that I'd like to watch. And it's a big update. Just looking it up on my phone. Not using much of an internet connection. I guess I'm streaming, but I'm not really downloading anything for FF, and so I may as well download the update for Honkai in the background. Right? May as well. OBS keeps freaking out at me. I don't know what it wants me to do. Turn down video settings, I use a faster encoder. Should I stream at like 720? I feel like I would be not Pog. $15.60. We're getting there. We're about halfway, and we're at 30 minutes. Yeah, we're about halfway. Almost there, chat. All zero of you, chat. It'll be exciting the day that I get an actual viewer. That'll be something to celebrate. Big yawn. $14.85. You know what I should do? If we're just here waiting, let's go to Wikipedia, right? Let's click random. Let's read through random Wikipedia articles. Okay, well that's bad. That's a bad article. I don't like that one. Okay, list of diplomatic missions in the United Arab Emirates. Ooh. This is a list of diplomatic missions in the United Arab Emirates. I can't talk. Why can't I say that? There are currently 125 embassies in Abu Dhabi. Many other countries have diplomatic missions accredited from other capitals. Many countries maintain consulates in other Emirati cities, not including honorary consulates. Okay, well this is a boring article. Random article. What? Boring. So many boring, like, one paragraph Wikipedia pages. Speaking of Wikipedia, I've always wanted to do that, like, you know, download Wikipedia thing, where you can, like, download, like, the database to, like, browse through Wikipedia, because that's one of those, you know, like, prepper, doomsday, end of the world kind of scenarios where it's, like, you can, you know, save and have an archive of, like, all of human knowledge or something. I mean, it's not all of human knowledge, but, like, downloading Wikipedia is, like, is a pretty good collection of, like, important, you know, human scientific knowledge. Like, you might not have everything, but, like, you have a very expansive collection of, you know, information. If you want to, like, rebuild society or something, there's pretty good information in here. A lot of interesting stuff. I don't like this random article. Let's find more interesting articles. Postage stamps and the postal history of Petersburg. This is a survey of the postage stamps and postal history of Petersburg. After the fall of Pretoria to the British in June 1900 during the Boer War, the Transvaal government relocated to Petersburg, but by March 1901, supplies of stamps were short, and the Boer government authorized a series of typeset stamps for use within their area of control. The stamps were issued on 20th of March 1901 and remained in use until Petersburg was captured on 9th of April and as late as May in other places. Although it was only in use for a short time, the stamps include a very large number of varieties caused by the conditions and methods of their production, which make them popular with specialists. Lycaena celestius is a butterfly. The common copper, or the coastal copper, is a butterfly of the family Lycaenidae. It is endemic to New Zealand. It is known in the Maori language as pepepariki a name that is shared with a few other members of the genus Vicania native to New Zealand. Huh. That's neat. Mission Federal Credit Union. Mission Federal Credit Union is the largest locally owned financial institution based in and exclusively serving San Diego County. Mission Fed is federally insured by the National Credit Union Administration and is an equal housing lender. Mission Fed is accredited by the Better Business Bureau. That's just a bank? Okay, random article. Dustin Ford, born June 11th, 1978, is the associate head men's basketball coach at University of Akron. Prior to joining the Zips staff, he served as assistant coach at the University of Illinois, Ohio University, and at Western Carolina University. Ford's older brother, Gino Ford, is currently the head coach at Stony Brook in Stony Brook, New York, and his father, Gene Ford, was a longtime high school head coach in Ohio. I guess he's just like from a family of basketball coaches. And he played basketball too, so this is a big basketball nut, huh? Random article. Lancashire Witch. It's a steam engine, huh? (1828), huh? Random article. Uncle Sam's Curse. What, is it like a sequel to Uncle Sam's Cabin? The third studio album by American hip-hop group Above the Law. It was released on July 12th, 1994. Served as the last group's record on Ruthless Records before they were dropped from the label after the death of its founder, Eazy-E. The album peaked at number 15 on the top R&B hip-hop albums and 113 on Billboard 200. It's currently out of print and often sells used for $75 to $80 on auction sites. Uncle Sam's Curse. Huh. Random article. Valentina Wojkostupova. I'm sorry, I don't speak Russian. Oh, she died like a year ago, 14th August 2020, age 54. A singer. Huh. Random article. Tonestus graniticus. This is a common named granite serpentweed and Lone Mountain serpentweed. It's a rare endemic plant species known only from the east side of Lone Mountain in Esmeralda County, Nevada, about 20 kilometers west of Tonopah. It grows there in the crevices of the granitic outcrops. It's a perennial herb growing close to the ground and forming mats. The leaves are ovate to spatulate, irregularly toothed, up to 4 centimeters long. Flower heads are born. So it's like, this is the kind of stuff where it's like Wikipedia just has like knowledge on like everything, just like little things that just like it's just like a little paragraph, just a little bit of data, but like it's here on Wikipedia. Just so much knowledge. Cite this page. Oh, look at all these ways to cite Wikipedia. And in school they said you couldn't use Wikipedia. Well, look at it now. Random article. Port Jackson. Sydney Harbour redirects here. For the inlet in Nova Scotia, see Sydney Harbour at Nova Scotia. Wait, is it a name of a port or a name of a city? The waters of Sydney Harbour, Middle Harbour, North Harbour, and Loyne Cove, and the Penna in the Ria or natural harbour of Sydney, New South Wales, Australia. The harbour is the inlet at Tasman Sea, located at Sydney Opera House, Sydney Harbour Bridge. Okay, so it's like the main port area in Sydney there, huh? That's neat, I guess. Never been to Australia. It'd be fun to visit. I kind of know one person from Australia. Which means I've got an in. I can go. Okay. More good random articles. Okay, give me some good stuff. Come on, give me some good stuff. Enchanted Pond. Okay, what is this? Is a mountain pond in the U.S. state of Maine, situated in the western Maine mountains In the northwest Somerset region, this pond is located in a deep mountain valley between Colburn Mountain to the east and Shetdown Mountain to the west. Near its southern end, the pond is distinguished by 2 rock slides from the exposed cliffs of these mountains that extend down into the water along both shores. Enchanted Pond is fed by mountain springs and Little Enchanted Pond, and is the primary source of Enchanted Stream, which flows into the Dead River, a tributary known as the Kennebec River. Development on the pond is limited to a small set of sporting camps at the northern end of the pond and 1 remote camp on the southwest shore, both a part of Bulldog Camps. There are no islands in the pond. Exceptionally deep, it has only a very narrow area of shallow water along its shoreline. Rock and gravel, boulders, sandy beaches, very little vegetation, so it's very clear. Interesting. Barlow, Lyde, and Gilbert. Prior to its November 2011 merger with Clyde & Co. Refresh. Another New South Wales. Murwillumbah. Wait. Murwillumbah. Yeah, Murwillumbah, an electoral district of the Legislative Assembly in the Australian state of New South Wales, was created in 1988 and abolished in 1999. Oh, so it's like not even there. Election member Don Beck. Wait, so is what? Wait, what? Electoral results. So it was only there for like a couple years, and they just voted for this Don Beck guy every time from the National Party. I guess he won. He got most of the votes. Random article. Geisa Enikiv. Okay, the blurb on the side. Russian deputy of the 3rd Emperor. Okay, I don't know, looks boring. Random article. EBSCO Industries. Now there's something. Wait, why is it so short? This article needs additional citations for verification. The American company founded in 1944 by Elton Byers Stephen Sr., headquartered in Birmingham, Alabama. One of the largest privately held companies in Alabama. One of the top 200 in the U.S. Co-founder references. External links. Why is there like no information on them? Is this different? Am I thinking of like a different EBSCO? Isn't there like a food one? Or is there like a C also? What am I thinking of with EBSCO? EBSCO. Isn't there like a snack maker? They make like crackers or something. Is that the same company? I don't think so. Is it not? Is it? I don't know. Am I insane? Random article. Get away. Graydon House. Okay. Looks boring. Random article. 1972 to 73 AHL season. What? Does all this information just sound like a single season of like American hockey? See, look at all this information Wikipedia just has. Army Man magazine. It was a comedy magazine published in the late 1980s by George Meyer, who went on to become an acclaimed writer for The Simpsons. The magazine consisted mostly of very short and surreal jokes along with cartoons. Each issue also featured Jack Candy's deep thoughts as well as other pieces written by him. Random article. Yoshiki Takahashi, footballer. Japanese football player who currently plays for Sagan Tosu. Wait, what? Soccer? Is that what? I guess. I'm just wondering. This is kind of what kind of English Wikipedia is using here. Oh, what? Okay. What is this page? This page is list of things named after Donald Trump. This is a dynamic list and we never be able to satisfy particular standards for completeness. The following things are named after Donald Trump, an American television host, businessman, real estate developer, and 45th President of the United States. Oh, what is this page? Why? Oh. Why is there a page of things named after Donald Trump? Oh, lots of like hotels and casinos. Trump the Game, a board game initially launched in 1989 with a 2004 re-release. Donald Trump's Real Estate Tycoon. What? A 2002 video game by Red Cap? Oh. Magazines, Trump Winery, Trump Teeny. What? Former Trump. Species? What? Papa Donald Trumpy, a species of micromoth with distinctive yellowish-white scales covering the head. Tetragramma Donald Trumpy, a species of fossil sea urchin. Dimorphos Donald Trumpy, a proposed name for a bupitive new species of amphibian that is blind, not confirmed as a new species yet, nor published. What? So there's a moth who has scales on its head that kind of look like Donald Trump's hair? What? Trump baby balloon, Trumpy bear, dump Trump. Oh, it's the satirical salute. Former. See also. Okay, so there's like some of these for like every, or not every, but like many presidents. Okay, what's the queue looking like? 1040. Yeah. I'm sitting here for 48 minutes waiting to get on. Come on, login queue, John. Please be nice. Oh, sub 1000. Let's go. Is there a way? Can I like, oh wait, so that still has all my tabs there, huh? Wait, Wikipedia current events. What is Wikipedia's current events thing? Topics in the news, worldwide recent deaths. Okay. Wikipedia current events. On the Indonesian island of Java, Mount Semeru erupts, killing 14 people and injuring more than 100 others. Okay, wow. Okay. The Indian Agriculture Acts are repealed after a year of protests by farmers. Good for them? Xiomara Castro is elected as the first female president of Honduras. Okay, I swear I know someone with that name. really doubt it's the same person. Magdalena Anderson, who resigned a week earlier after less than 1 day as Prime Minister designate, is re-elected as Prime Minister of Sweden. Let's see. COVID-19, pandemic, and vaccinations. Armed conflicts and attacks. A pure Venezuelan. Something there. Indian soldiers. Assault rifles. Sick move in front of a group of miners. And that doesn't sound good. Summary. Okay, we saw that. The Pfizer-BioNTech COVID-19 vaccine has been approved for children between the ages of 5 and 11 years. Vaccination rollout for this age group will begin on January 10th. That's good, I guess. Sports, arts, and culture. International relations, law and crime. Well, what else can Wikipedia tell us about? Upload file. Tools. What links here? List of all contributing to this page. Oh, that's cool. Way to change special pages. Permanent link. Page information. Data item. Download as PDF. Printable version. Wikipedia main page. Let's see. Look at all this today's featured stuff. From today's featured article. The 1860 Bowdoin Professor of Sanskrit election at the University of Oxford involved candidates with different approaches to Sanskrit scholarship. One was Monier Williams, an Oxford-educated Englishman and teacher of the Sanskrit, to those preparing to work in British India. The other, Max Mueller, was a German-born specialist in comparative philology. The election came as Britain debated its role in India following the 1857 rebellion. Williams saw the study of Sanskrit as a tool in the conversion of India to Christianity. Mueller saw his work as also valuable for its own sake. Both men battled for the votes of Oxford graduates through manifestos and advertisements, and received newspaper endorsements. Special trains to Oxford were provided on the day of the election, 7th December 1860, for non-residents to cast votes. Williams won by a majority of more than 220 votes. Thereafter, he helped to establish the Indian Institute at Oxford, received a knighthood, and held the chair until his death in 1899. Look at all these did you knows. You know that Spotify Wrapped has been both praised and criticized for effectively providing Spotify with free advertising? And what does Wikipedia say about Spotify Wrapped? Viral marketing campaign by Spotify early December every year since 2016. Spotify uses to view a compilation of data about their activity over the past year that invites them to share it. The 5 musicians that you listen to the most often, songs they listen to the most, and their favorite genres. Even on the Spotify platform as a whole. Commonly referred to as an annual collection of data. Only activity from between January 1st and October 31st of a given year is included. Okay, so November, December don't count, huh? I need to check out my Wrapped for this year. Anything else interesting here? Nothing really interesting going on here, huh? How's the game? 670, we're getting there. Oh, it's so slow, but we're getting there. Oh. Oh. So close. It's been an hour. It's been a whole hour. I'm tired. Oh, okay, not a whole hour. It's been almost an hour. Speaking of which, I might have to go rotate some laundry. I want wet clothes getting stinky. Gotta throw it into the dryer. Let's see. Yeah, it might be time. Let's see. Can I go into here? Can I add add image, add text. BRB laundry. Okay. Oh. BRB laundry. Smiley face. Okay. Nice. Be right back.
just the 4 of you, was it?
3. I'm already attuned to the crystal in Thavnair.
You are? Oh. I would have preferred more test subjects. Oh, well, never mind. If our 3 travellers could line up here, please. Yes, right there is fine. Take a deep breath, and I'll soon have you soaring through the ether. Oh, and one last thing. You might experience a teensy-weensy touch of violent ethereal sickness. Good luck!
What?
Oh no, I've been muted this whole time. Big rip. Oh wow. How long have I been muted? Oh no. I've just been playing the game in silence. Oh no. What a big oof. Oh wow. Oh, that's cool. Phew. Oh well, now I'm back, I guess.
Thavnair, home to city-state Rads al Khan. Rising from the southeast waters of the Bounty, this Isle of Plenty served as the battleground for a conflict between 2 peoples. Their cultures bled into one another until a unique amalgamation was distilled from the chaos, in a process not unlike their precious alchemy. Once solidified as a single nation, an adamant stance of neutrality would hold invaders at bay for a time.
Well, it looks like it worked.
Now across this vibrant isle creeps a fog of malice. What choice do you have?
Ooh, ethereal sickness.
What chance? Against such an insidious foe.
Even narrator Emmett can't believe what's going on. I have to say, I actually really like how the beginning of the expansion is just like, boom, here's the one city, boom, here's the other city. It's like just, it's getting all the like chores out of the way, and we're just gonna get like right into like the juicy good story. I can't wait. We're all like drunk.
I've seen fairer faces after a bout of bad shellfish. Let me bring you something to drink. That should help settle your bellies.
There was a note with Kryle's instructions. Don't let a Stinian roam the markets alone. He's alarmingly bad with coin.
Of course, of course. Resolve myself to get through it. You managed to will yourself to your feet, but given your condition, will you be able to reach Justinian in time? Okay, let me close a few things real quick. I'm gonna try and make this stream a little better. Might have to say goodbye to VTube Studio. Yeah, it's VTube Studio. You're gonna have to say goodbye for now. You're slowing me down. Goodbye, VTube Avatar. Anything else I should close? Looks like we're okay. This should stabilize my stream, I think. Okay, yeah, we're looking good. I think. Boom. Aether sickness. Reduce nausea is reducing movement speed, huh? Okay. Oh, there he is. Justinian, don't spend our money. You there, I need 3 drinks. Something that helps with their sickness. But by the Monsieur, a traveler, greetings and welcome. You are wise, good sir, to come to me. My special amrelasi, made with only the finest, freshest ingredients, is famed for calming unruly bellies. By way of warm welcome to Thavnair, I'm pleased to offer it to you for the low price of 19,800 gil. For not 1, not 2, but 3 bottles. A bargain amongst bargains. The price is high road robbery, and you want to say as much to Justinian, but you realize any words of warning you cry out would be accompanied by your last meal. You must stand before Justinian and using gestures deny that the deal is fair. No. I thought you could barely stand. What do you need to tell me that's so urgent? Wait, I shouldn't buy the lassie? This merchant is swindling me. Look, my HP is so small, 26k? Well, sincerest apologies, sir, but I appear to have my prices confused. It's actually 1,890 gil for 3 bottles of lassie. That confusion would have been quite costly for both of us. Very well then, your coin. Here, a bottle for each of you. Take them to the others and get some rest. I'll be back after I've explored the town. Oh, is there a chocobo guy? Chocobo keep. So I need to talk to the chocobo keep. Chocobo keep. First up, yeah, okay. Registered. I really want. Alright, why is this menu like smaller? That's why this menu's smaller than it normally is. What was I gonna check? Teleport costs. From here to once it's over 1,000, huh? Expensive. It's fairly close. Pretty far. Why is everything so expensive from here? Why is it so expensive? Oh, yikes. Everything is freaking far away from here. What shouting is here? Why is everything so far? Give him to drink. Thanks to the Amistinian to the fine fruits of this land. You were in time. Excellent. You spread his touch with his wrath. Sweet, sweet release. If you haven't already, you should have yours too. Right, I'm ready to get on with it. That lassie truly worked wonders. Back on your feet, I see. The hair. I have found it. 'Tis the most I could do against this heat, short of shedding my armor. May I ask where you got the cord for it? A local vendor. The man said it was a Thavnairian weave, tough and not easily unraveled. And how much did it cost? 9,400 gil. A steal, I was told. 'Tis nothing fancy, but I've always valued function over form. That's incredible. I dare say not even Alphanel could hold a candle to you. It's not confirmed just to set the prices high, but it doesn't seem excessive here. Are all harnish merchants so unscrupulous to put up more of a fight? Doesn't it seem excessive here? Inclined to agree with thine assessment. It doth seem excessive, unusually so. Claiming Thavnair as its dominion, the nation of Radzat-Han hath long thrived as a hub of commerce. In the beginning, there were the Arcosodora, a Montanga tribe indigenous to this island. Over time, they came to be joined by other races, and through their intermingling, a culture rich and distinct did emerge. From alchemy to textiles, the products of Hannish culture have come to be celebrated and coveted the world over, a development only aided by the nation's prime location as a waypoint betwixt east and west. All of this has combined to make it trading power for Radzat-Han, yet such a status cannot be taken for granted, and it must needs be maintained through judicious governance and stringent regulation. Neither of which I see any evidence, given that merchants at a gateway town are free to fleece hapless travelers and tarnish the reputation of the nation at large. Just so, the opportunistic pricing is rampant does suggest that oversight is much weakened, or mayhap that the people have fallen upon hard times. Whatever the truth may be, it would be prudent to ascertain the current state of affairs. Prudent and practical, aye. We've not to lose by learning more. So I will seek out Krau's acquaintance. Shall we see what information we can gather here in Edwamad? Excellent. We didn't exactly get off to a flying start, but we'll make up for it. This is like a fate. Pakistan. The great work. Or to split up and make inquiries in town. Why are the peers yours? Once you have learned what we can, we regroup by the 8th rate, off-putting though the mere sight of it may be. What item was my gear? What's like 500, 510, 520. So some of those gear coffers would be helpful. I'll wait until I need to pop them open. Gemstone Trader. Is that just like a regular side quest? Fates. This song for this area is just Endwalker theme. We're just spoiling. no boats. There's more stuff out in nearby isles at the sorts of larger seafaring vessels farther away. Very little activity. What am I doing? Oh, recording my sales. Still do it daily out of habit, though. Don't know why I bother. Hardly sell anything these days. Business has never been this terrible, but I suppose things could be even worse. I could have a consortium to keep afloat, like Calzal. I don't envy his position, better to be alone with my little operation, I've come to realize. You're a traveler by the looks of you. If you have a moment, perhaps you could pay Calzal a visit. He'd be glad for tidings from abroad. Like as not, you'll find him at the Saltwind Sails, the Harbor Guild building across the water from here. Well, if it isn't a traveler, you're a mercer in these unsettled towns. You have been giving us a white presence at Christy Top, second critical finale. You just stood there and went honestly, perhaps things could be fine after freshmen know how to spawn foul fiends as well. So otherwise, thanks to the Radiant Host, for business is as good as a dead. What will become of us, only the gods know. Maskins aren't coming, but we already have everything they ordered. What are we supposed to do with it? I don't know, but yelling at me isn't going to help. All I know is that their plans have changed, and that's that. Look, you must have known this might happen. The Empire's at war with itself, and the provinces are in chaos. And then there's the tower sitting on our doorstep, spitting out monstrosities. The city has its defenses, but we've been afforded no protection out here. We can't blame foreigners for not wanting to take the risk. God, but this will be an enormous loss. Alright. Forget about the Dalmaskins. Surely some ships are still coming. We have fresh produce, handicrafts, medicines, all the perennial Hannish favorites. Our consortium works closely with merchants and artisans to supply only the finest wares. Quality is guaranteed. I know all these things cost all I do. Which is why I regret to say I have nothing for you. All voyages have been cancelled or indefinitely postponed. And you are? Wait, you're a foreigner, are you not? A merchant? Please tell me you're a merchant. Nope. I see. That's a shame. I'm sorry, but we're discussing important matters. If you need something, please talk to one of the others. Excuse me? Oh. But my name is Matsuya, and I'm here to see Kozal. Oh, it seems he's busy. I'll come back later then. Aw, he's kinda sad. Oh, this is that cutscene that all those people were watching. Yes, can I help you? I remember seeing you back in the guild. Bye, Cloud. Goodbye, Cloud Piercer. You wanted to speak with Kalsa too, did you? I'm Matsuya, a fisherman of Akiali, a nearby village. I saw my catch the Kalsal, who offers it to foreign merchants, but he hasn't bought anything for a while now. When I heard that the consortium had been struggling, I became worried and decided to come see him. Just as soon as he's free, anyway. He's a hard-working man, and I dare not disturb him. And if I may ask, what is it that you do? I adventure. Adventurer, you say, and you travel the world helping people. And that must mean you're great at dealing with strangers. Please, why don't you teach me to be like you? You see, I've brought some fresh fish with me, a portion I couldn't preserve, and I want to sell them. The problem is I'm terrible with people. I've only ever dealt with Colossal, and I can't talk to customers without getting my trunk in a twist. So please, as silly as it might sound, will you not peddle the fish in my stead, and show me how it's done? If you're willing, please let me know, and we can begin at once. The events to follow cannot be skipped. You may wish to cancel any pending duty finder registrations. I don't have any, so let's go. Don't do it then. Show me how to deal with customers. I'm in your debt. Right, please try peddling the fish to, shall we say, 3 people here in Yedwamad. I will observe you and learn. Ooh, another follow quest, huh? That is pretty cool. Yes. Please, friend, how far you of late? Miss you too. It wasn't long enough in this circumstance. Things had settled down somewhat, but it was utter chaos when that tower first appeared. Everyone grabbing whatever they could, trampling over each other to get out of the city. Many remain here for now, but I could not stay away. Had to come back, continue with my life such as it is. Whether or not it was the right choice, only time will tell. So place I call, but don't do anything dangerous, eh? Oh, trust me, I don't. I make sure to keep well clear of the tower, and when the monsters emerge, I heed the Radiant Host's instructions. I hope they deal with it soon so we can get back to our normal lives. For the days when you could earn as much as you gave, and tucking to a meal satisfied you did good work. Speaking of meals, why not have some fresh fish today? Fresh fish, you say? Oh, you're a fishmonger. When you bait me like that, how can I not bite? Very well, give me some of your fish. Thank you for your custom. The catch of the day is shallows cod, delectable, stewed in coconut milk, or baked with a sprinkle of salt. You succeeded in making a sale! No, my time, what you do is you put it on the market board and you undercut the cheapest one by 1 gil. That's how you make a sale. I'm getting tired and yawning. I might go mic-less soon. Because I'm tired of yawning. I already got rid of my VTuber avatar. No more cute anime girl. How could you do so for a chance? So I want to buy some armor. Say it doesn't. They don't need to be export quality. What you need so many armor for? Well, for eating, of course, I may seem like a lot, but of late I go through that much in no time at all. I'm a stock taker by trade. There's no vessels coming these days. The wars are beginning to pile up. By the same token, nothing is coming in from overseas. When a day goes by, the something doesn't come along, asking when the next shipment is arriving for this and that and that. And all of it wears me down, and I find myself feeling constantly hungry. I know how you feel. Thank you. Pity you don't sell fruit, but I enjoyed a little chat. Take my mind off our troubles for a moment. Oh, I thought there would be more options. Move on to the north side. Aww. back over here. Where are you on, Jay? What are you doing? Storehouse. Some collective activity. What is it? If you don't mind, I'm rather busy. Oh god, it's my stomach. Ate that sickness? No, nothing so unusual. I heard to get back to work, I just ate a little too quickly. Just take it easier, eat more slowly and savor your food. But I could, but I can't afford to be idle. Like it is not, circumstances will surely get worse before they get better. So I'm working as hard as I can while I still can't. They better be prepared. How do you intend to prepare? Stockpiling supplies. For that I need to earn coins so I can buy food, medicine, what have you. I want some fish. They're fresh caught. Oh, well, fish wouldn't be bad, but I don't want to go through the hassle of preserving them myself. I'd rather buy stuff that's ready to store. I'm afraid I'll have to pass on your fish. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must be getting back to work. Aww. I wonder if some of these are just impossible to get a sale. Weird not being able to fly. I guess it's the same in Idleshire. You go to Idleshire and you can't fly, so. It's going too fast on my map, really. Look, there's a big tower. Thank you so much for showing me how to talk to customers. You managed to sell one to one of the 3 people you approached. It was difficult, but when you put your mind to it, you succeeded. Though you did fail too. There are lessons to be learned in both success and failure. By applying yours, I'll endeavor to become a better peddler. So there's only so much I can do alone. I hope that things will return to normal for Kazal soon. I thought I heard a familiar voice, and who should it be but Matsuya? Kazal, have you finished your business at the guild? So you were there too. Forgive me, try as I might, I can't find any buyers. With no ships coming in and hardly any going out, there simply aren't any options, at this rate. So you can't buy my fish anymore? I'm sorry, Matsuya, I truly am. But for now you must peddle your own goods. But by myself I can't. I want to help you, I do, but as it stands, I can barely help myself. I've poured my all into the consortium. I'll be damned if I let it fall apart. I have friends and families depending on me, and I can't, I won't fail them. The sisters as my witness. Kazal. Not to worry, using what I've learned from you, I'm sure I'll manage, somehow. Well, I'd best return to my village. Well, thanks again, and please take care on the road. Yeah, well, I'm getting tired. I might mute my mic and just let you guys watch along. You guys, all 0 viewers of mine. What is YouTube settings? Output. Coder. that help at all? I don't know, everything is lagging. I don't know what's going on. Okay, yeah. Gonna mute my mic and just play. You guys can watch. Have fun.
Their dress marks them as alchemists. I see no evidence of injury or poison.
Thinkest thou they but slumber?
I believe so. Whether it is by choice is another question entirely.
Oh, we have guests. You must excuse the poor welcome. Long days and longer nights have taken their toll, as you can see. I am Vashan, servant to the satrap. My task was, in fact, to wake these good men and women, if you will allow. People of the Great Work, I come bearing new scales.
Scales? We have new scales?
Yes, my friends. Gather round. I have them right here. Oh, happy day. Now I can continue my experiment.
Many thanks.
One for me.
Those are dragon scales.
Yes, such materials are vital to their most pressing research.
And we are fortunate to have them. Our experiments are so close to bearing fruit. Soon we will have a talisman capable of nullifying the etheric emissions from that accursed tower. Did I say something wrong? Are you not here with Varshan? Wait, who are you people? Of course! You're the one Cryo sent. The warrior of light we've been waiting for.
Oh, this is a day of celebration. Praise be to Cinderova!
The winds have shifted. I feel it. The end to our toil is near.
I feel it too. My head hasn't been this clear in days.
Tell me, how did you acquire those scales?
Curious that it concerns you so. But worry not. They were freely given by the dragon with whom our satrap has forged a lawful pact.
That is well.
You must be quite familiar with Dragon King, yes?
Is this their congealed blood I see on your weapon?
Speaking of dragon blood, you yourself have been infused with it, have you not? I should like to draw a file or two, if so. Now, see here. Come along, come along. I must insist that you visit our laboratory.
Cease your shoving, or so help me.
Oh dear, your poor companion. What with the new scales and your timely arrival, my colleagues are a little giddy with excitement. No harm will come to him, I promise. Meanwhile, shall we find a quiet place to talk? As you may have guessed, I am Nidana, the alchemist who sent the request to your mistress Cryo. We have workshops across the nation collaborating on this research project. But it is here, at the great work where I collate our results. Come with me, all of you, and I can explain the crux of the situation. Yes, that would be Radzat Khan. Hardly anyone has been allowed in or out since our troubles with the tower began. The faithful citizens huddle inside the city walls, and commerce has all but ground to a standstill. I pity the satrap, the trials he must be facing. Completely! Without the satrap and his line, Radzat Khan would not exist. Long ago, this island was home to two tribes of Matanga, the Gajasura and the Arkasodra. When the Aura came to these shores, it was the Arkasodra with whom they joined forces. Together they defeated the warlike Gajasura, forcing them to flee Thavnair altogether. Peace and prosperity reigned for a time, until a clan of Hjor from the mainland decided they wanted the island for themselves. It was a direct ancestor of the present satrap who arbitrated that conflict and welded the warring factions into the nation we know today. And ever since, a member of that esteemed lineage has inherited this somewhat unique position. You see, by and large, the state is run by the people, but when problems arise, it is the satrap who mediates a solution. The stability provided by the satrap is what has allowed Radzat Khan to thrive all these years. And it was the satrap himself who entrusted us with this duty. We will not fail him, nor our countrymen.
What is the delay with the vessel? I told you I need to adjust those ratios.
I come all this way to admire one of my splendid towers. And what do I find? Fools attempting to ward off its tempering influence with magic trinkets. I seem to recall a similar experiment in ages past. What was that man's name? Oh, something. Owen? Another body, another time. Who could be expected to remember every trivial detail?
Allowing them to construct such handy talismans would be counterproductive to my plans. And yet, I find myself deathly curious. How will they manage this feat with the limited knowledge and resources at their disposal? Complications be damned, for we cannot escape the nature of our souls. And I, as ever, am my own worst enemy.
I see our taskmasters have allowed you a moment's respite as well. You have to hand it to these alchemists. They are determined to see this endeavor of theirs succeed. I've never been one for blind optimism, but I sincerely get the sense they're close to a breakthrough.
They had better be, or all this effort was for naught.
The peoples of Eorzea, of the Far East, of Thavnair, children of this star united in common cause against a dire threat. Yet ere they succumbed to suicidal madness, were not the Telophoroi born of her body as were we? They who cling to life and the promise of the morrow's dawn, against they who desire death and an ending of their own orchestration. The victors of this war alone will hold the right to answer the question of existence, of its meaning, and its worth.
Poetic and ominous to a fault. That said, if it's an existential debate in nature, then our arguments might not be as persuasive as you'd think. Fandaniel wants to die and take everyone with him in an orgy of pain and suffering. An utterly vile and unforgivable idea. And yet, and spat upon by fate and wailing in the deepest pit of despair, who among us can say they have not entertained similar thoughts? There are nights black as pitch, bereft of hope, and no words of comfort can reach you. And it's all you can do to grit your teeth and choke back the bile.
The more you see and suffer life's injustices, the more difficult they become to bear. Vengeance is nurtured in similar soil. Though your anger has a broader focus, the sentiment is much the same. A fervent desire to destroy others, to see them drown in torment, as you have.
That about sums it up. The will to endure is not always as strong as the urge to burn it all down and salt the earth. Survival be damned. It's a struggle, often close and brutal.
Indeed. Well, I, for one, shall pray survival proveth more appealing in the end.
As will I. Besides, our chances are much improved when we've the company of others committed to the cause of life. Our vengeful dragoon here is proof of that. What is it? What did you see? Fandaniel, are you sure? If he knows we've been working on a countermeasure.
It holds. The vessel holds. This is the one.
At long last!
Look! We have finally created a talisman strong enough to withstand our experiments! We've named it a warding scale for the time being. With this in your possession, your soul should be completely shielded from corruptive ether.
Afforded such protection, any one of us may approach the towers without fear. Thou hast mine admiration. 'Tis an invention of historical significance.
I thank you for your kind words. But I would prefer you keep them unsaid until we test the talisman's efficacy in the field. It is for the next stage of our plan that we summoned you in the first place. To accompany me to the Tower of Zot. Should the scale prove effective, as I very much hope it will, then you'll have little to do. But should the effect be weaker than anticipated, I must ask that you restrain me, or knock me senseless. Either way, we are fortunate to have you with us.
Nidana, are you certain you wish to do this?
If others are to trust our creations, then we must have faith in them first. And as the senior researcher, it falls to me to lead by example. But should I fail to return, then learn what you can from this attempt and apply it to the next. Our work must continue. Is that clear?
We'll keep an eye on the place while you're away. Assuming Fandaniel is lurking about, there's no telling what mischief he has in mind for us, or you. Be on your guard.
Shall we be on our way? I'll have one of the soldiers at the hatchery prepare us a boat, and we can set out from the northern shore. I'll see you there. We should soon cross the threshold of the tower's influence. Any moment now. It's working! And you are still yourself? Then I'd like to see how it fares closer to the tower if we could. So far, so good. The scale's protection appears to be holding. If we can just make it to the tower's entrance. few more steps. Praise be to the sisters, we made it! And the scale has proven itself to be everything we hoped it would be. Now we can focus on production. Once we've equipped and returned with an entire survey team, this menace will soon give up its secrets. Let me go! Let me go!
Oh, do calm down. You'll only hurt yourself thrashing about like that.
Stop! Oh, you can't do this! Please!
A little late for heroics, I'm afraid. The similarities are striking. My! Such hostility! Never before has my artistry so displeased. My patrons of old would have positively squealed in delight, though, between you and me, I find gushing praise exhausting. Allow me to tell you a story. Surely you've yet to hear the one about Vandaniel, the sundered Ascian. I inherited the position and the soul of the Vandaniel who sat on the convocation in the time of the final days, theoretically speaking. Practically speaking, that fact is of no consequence. I was born and lived as, well, me. Eventually, I was recruited into the Ascians and imbued with the former Vandaniel's knowledge and memories, but I never felt that they were truly a part of who I am. How to explain? Perhaps if I told you who I was before my Ascian embrace, although that chapter too is a past I've long since discarded. I have it on good authority you've poked your nose into an Allegan ruin or two. Yes? Then I expect you've heard of me. The old me. At your service.
Okay, gotta unmute for this. That's actually a pretty cool reveal. Aemon
Imagine
from
a
Crystal
nation
Tower.
of unbridled prosperity.
Actually, pretty cool reveal.
Every need met. Day after day of unbroken, unshakable peace. Existence. Fulfill. And ripe for decay.
You are a genius without peer, Amon. However do you conceive of such delightful experiments? That fool was beside himself with panic when he awoke with the head of a bull. Even his cries for help emerged as so much guttural lowing. Oh, the memory of it. My poor sides. My friends and I were so consumed by laughter we struggled to breathe.
No more than entertainment for bored wastrels ignorant of its worth. My all-consuming work. But it was not their only indulgence. For they were ever hungry for stimulation, slaves to the slightest hint that amusement was afoot. Our nation was ailing, but I would see the poison purged. I resurrected a legend, our first and greatest emperor. And just as I had planned, he set our wayward empire back on the path of conquest. An inexhaustible ambition carried us onwards, always onwards. Yet, he who delivered to us such glory was not to be satisfied.
Heed me, Amon. No matter how vast one's empire, or full one's treasure vault, all is rendered meaningless by death. In the end, all is lost.
You know as well as I that the Emperor stands to lose this war. And so I have come to claim you. For while your methods leave something to be desired, we cannot deny the results of your work. And as fortune would have it, the seat of Fandaniel, your rightful seat, lies vacant and waiting. Take your place amongst your peers, rather than die a pointless death amidst the ashes of your doomed nation. Send one of your clones to the Crystal Tower that you might see for yourself. See what lies ahead.
The fall of the Empire affirmed the truth. Majestic and tragic, as the Emperor foresaw. Scheme as you like, build as you will, nothing endures. What is life but a brief jaunt ending in emptiness?
So easily distracted. Why, I almost left without saying farewell. As for your friend, you needn't worry. These pawns are far more useful to me alive as fuel for the primals. If you're attempt to pull them free, they will die. So, enjoy tackling that conundrum with your comrades. We shall meet again! Not in one of these mine spires, oh no, but somewhere more suitably grandiose. Your favorite playmate is ever so eager to see.
A vast rock squats upon Thavnair, and to its stony surface clings the city of Rods at Han. Ye who enter here are subject to the scrutiny of gods, the gate's most watchful eye. The orb which beholdeth the truth of all things. Pass beneath its hot and piercing gaze, bearing down like a second midday sun. The fragrant haze, a mixture of sweet incense and acrid smoke. The cries of merchants mingled here with lively melodies accented by dancers' feet. Travelers seduced by vivid sound and colors were once swallowed up by patchwork streets. But no such scenes to savor now. To what somber present does that divine eye bear witness?
Here we are, Megaduta. It seems a shame to bring you here directly. Under normal circumstances, it would have been my pleasure to show you the sights.
And it would have been our pleasure to see them. Alas, it seems our tour of the city will have to wait.
I'm afraid so. Come, we should head inside. Your Excellency, may I present our honored visitors?
Ah, splendid. Most splendid. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Ahawan, satrap of Radzat-Han. Our alchemists tell me your assistance was invaluable in the creation of the warding scale. Such deeds ought to be recognized in person. Thus did I have young Varshan convey you here forthwith. On behalf of my people, may I express to you our sincere gratitude. I assume you speak of Nidana. A regrettable incident indeed. Her colleagues insist that we honor her wishes and trust in the talisman, that it will be instrumental in saving Nidana and the others. I am eager to hear your opinion on the matter, so let us not stand on ceremony. Come, sit.
I think not. This charade has gone on long enough. Show yourself.
Forgive me, but
Were you expecting musicians, perhaps? There are no performers waiting in the wings at present, but arrangements could be made if you'd prefer.
Nay, he hath the right of it. The time for artifice is past. Raise the curtain.
As you wish.
You travel as assistants to the students of Valdesian, but you are known to me. Even here have we heard of the scions of the Seventh Dawn. I am Vritra, and for years uncounted hath this isle served as mine abode.
Vritra, of the first brood, sibling to Hraesvelga and Nidhogg.
Aye, mine elder brothers, of Midgard's Solma's spawn. I was last to hatch.
Well, isn't this a surprise? We were told Rads at Han had an alliance with the dragon. Not that a great worm sat in the satrap's own hall.
A necessary subterfuge, as the true tale of our nation history illustrates most effectively. In the beginning, the rock upon which our city is built was home to Vitra, and Vitra alone. In time, the ancestors of the Matanga came to the island and established a foothold. But never did they dare disturb the worm's lair. Next to arrive with the Aura, adopting the example of their Akasodra allies, they too treated Vitra with reverence and respect. And for many years, an understanding between our forefathers and the Great Worm endured. Until marauding heroes from the mainland came, threatening to shatter our peace and tranquility. When it seemed all would be drowned in blood, Vitra himself came forth and quelled the rising conflict. A peaceful accord was reached, and oaths sworn in Vitra's name. Thus began the dragon's governance of the fledgling state, which was to grow into Rads at Han.
But if Vritra is still here, then your position as satrap is just...
A charade, yes. And one which my family has performed faithfully for generations.
Many envy the great worms their power. Were it known that I ruled here, then the fires of war would burn without end. I would not be the flame which consumeth my people. Those few who join me in laying our country's foundations were, perforce, sworn to secrecy.
Your eye. It was taken.
'Tis here, buried within the semblance of flesh. The body before thee is but a simulacrum, constructed by the finest artisans of Razathan. With mine eye nestled within, it doth serve as an inconspicuous vessel.
That's super cool. I love this.
That would explain why I felt the presence of a dragon upon our first meeting.
I am woven with wards fashioned to deceive such arcane senses. Though 'twas short-lived, it seemeth thy fusion with my brother hath left thee much altered, Estinian warm-blood. From the very first, we sensed the nature of one another, yet did neither one of us bare his fangs. That is all I need know of thee for now.
With my secret thus revealed, I have for you a proposal. Not as a worm of the first brood, but as the ruler of Radz Adan. With all haste must we take in hand the finished talismans and breach this foul spire. Thence, should it lay within our power, dispel its wicked influence. Yet even with the assurance of the warding scales, the narrow confines of the tower doth limit the size of our force.
And thus denied strength in numbers, thou must choose thy soldiers with care.
Just so. Yet though our radiant host is formidable, I see a surer path before me. Thou and thy comrades have contended with a multitude of primal beings. Most recently, thou didst cast down false gods in Pagalthan and Kartanau, I am told. 'Tis upon that strength I would call. The Scions have proven themselves the most capable, and I ask that you serve as the tip of our spear. Talismans would, of course, be provided for each of thy companions. And should you agree to this undertaking, more will be provided to make use of as you see fit.
There's no denying it's a dangerous proposition, but the rewards may far outweigh the risk. Just think of what we might accomplish if we could equip all our allies with warding scales. I worry, however, that even the four of us may be too few for what you have in mind. Might we regroup with our friends first to discuss the matter?
'Tis no trifling task that I have laid before you. Go, steel your hearts and hone your plans. Such time as you require shall be spent in crafting your protective charms.
It seems a quick trip back to Sharlayan is in order.
Wilt thou not lend thine aid?
Whether your request be made as a great worm or the ruler of Radz Adan, I see no reason to refuse, nor will I.
I am in thy debt.
So it looks like they're not going to let us into the city to attune to the Aetheryte. But, let's see here. Because, wait, what did Thinker just say? Okay, tune to the Aetheryte, which I already have to the 2, because I can't do this one. It's an expensive teleport. But I think I will finish this quest, and then another day, perhaps tomorrow, I will do the other split, the other branch. Oh, you used an Aether to remain wonderful. Okay, that's cool. Which Studium? Oh, this spot doesn't access Studium. Let me go grab that real quick. To attune to all the aetherites in here, finish the quest, and then do the Charlene half of the split probably tomorrow. The Ethernet shards in Old Charlotte. Nice. Okay, about busy. To the main hall.